Hello, I would like to present a project that I've been working on a long time, but have now decided to give up. This is my Minecraft in Runescape, and I will present what I have made. This is obviously Lumbridge Castle, for any of you familiar with Runescape. I did try to make these to scale, but it did not work out too well, at least for this one. Everything else after this has gone pretty well. So let's start by going from floor up. This is the basement. I think it looks kind of like it. I'd never bothered to make the Dorgishkon tunnels. And over here, we have the dining room. And probably just about anything else you've ever seen in somebody who has made RuneScape in Minecraft. So the castle is not that great because I did not make it fully up to scale. I would have liked the roof to have been at least 3, but I was working more on the exterior than the interior. Anyway, let's just drop down over to here. Everything is kind of up to scale after this. So let's go down here first because it's what I have completed the least. So this is the Church of Sardoman that was right outside of the castle. It is fairly up to scale, I would say. The bell, however, at the top is simply button clicking because I am too lazy to work with redstone and I am terrible at it. Anyway, continuing on. The houses here aren't too interesting. They don't have much in them, but I did what I could to display them at the time. Whenever I made these were before many Minecraft updates that had some advanced stuff in them, such as, well, big stuff, you know. These would be the catacombs, but I never bothered to make those because I was too lazy, and I also made the ground really weird, so I would have to, dig down and stuff. I would have liked to make the roof here one bigger, but that's not important, it's fine. It's just that abandoned little shack that's right here. So, and then down here would be the swamp, and over there would be the desert. I forget the name. It's been about a year since I've worked on this. So, which way to go? We'll go around here first. This is, of course, the goblin area, as I'm sure you are well aware. Nothing interesting in here. There's that. Oh, the chicken died here. And then here's that other house. Nothing too important. Nothing too great either. These were my earliest buildings. I believe I've done much better since then. Hello. So let's go across the bridge. The hardest part about this was the lake. The place I decided to build this all on just so happened to be a winter biome, and I did not have a choice, so the river is all frozen up, and I can't do anything about it. So we have the smithy over here, and, excuse me, the general store right there. If any of you have been into this house right here across from the general store, you would know that there's a trapdoor. And what I have done down this trapdoor is made what they had right here. I believe there was a soldier here who was just kind of sitting. And, he said there was a 3-headed dragon back there. So I put some signs there warning you. It should be fairly obvious. I believe I covered down there, yes. So where am I going? Let's go into the general store. Just in case you want to see, you can take a peek. Nothing interesting though. And when I did this, you couldn't have made tables, the fence with the pressure plate on top of it. That's what I meant by advanced stuff. Not really advanced. This is that training area. It's right across from the general store. It has the flags there and everything. So pretty. So, and then I believe this was just A random house. Oh no, this was the person with the stuff. And down there was a trap door, but you couldn't go down it. And by person with the stuff, I meant the guy that you could redeem. I don't even know. The achievement point things? It's not important. And here was the fishing store, I believe. Continuing on though. Oh, if I don't get stuck first. Continuing on, here was the forest. There was a well over here. And now here was the biggest mistake of the whole map. This is 8 blocks longer than it needs to be, and that messed up the whole map. And basically the reason I quit working on it, also because it was just too much work for me. Down here was that ham area that oh, let's not look at that. I never finished digging it out. Let's just leave. I got lost for a second, my apologies. This area is not filled in, but I do have the stuff around it for the most part. The jail would be right here. Yeah. Down here, there was that wall. And then this is just part of the swamp that I did, which led down into the Dorgashkon tunnels, which I would have eventually liked to link up. As you can see, we're in a snow biome, but I'm sure you don't really care. Down there would be the Wizard's Tower, and so on. Continuing on. Give me a minute here. There was a camp here, full of adventurers. And here we are in Drainer Village. There was a small farm there, if I remember correctly, and here was the bank. The bank that you could not go upstairs with. The deposit box, the chests, and the place that you could not go up. So it is blocked. And I never finished the village, as I would have liked to. But I was too lazy to make the circle. But I did make all of the houses, because I wasn't that lazy. Here was where the old man lived. He had some maps. Well. I'm just leaving myself notes everywhere that I had no clue that I ever made. And then there were just a series of houses with nothing interesting in them. That's a scarecrow, if you couldn't tell. I think that's a scarecrow, at least. Then there's this one random house. What's this? What am I doing? OCD. Ugh. It's not worth it. You know what? Fine. Up there would be the manor, and over there would be the fishing port. Yes. And over here, we have the grinding place for the wheat. It's a bit off on the side, but what are you gonna do? Don't send me hate mail about it. Surely you don't care that much. And as you can see, this is a, if I told you it was working, I would be lying, so let's continue on. I know that there's some noise going on in the background with my microphone, but you're going to have to suck it up and deal with it. I believe there were some boxes over here, as well as this wrecked caravan, as I'm sure you can tell with my artwork. Continuing on further, here's where I stopped for Drainer Village and the surrounding area, because I did not feel like making the lake, river. So now let's go over to, it's gonna bug me forever. I wish I remembered the name of the place. It begins with an A. It's the deserty area. Just sneak around over here. That big farm that was there has been frozen and destroyed by various creatures like you. I'll push you pig. And here is the infamous cow pen. All of the cows are dead, I suppose. Let's pay our tool if I have it. I think I'm broke. 5 sticks. Do I have 5 sticks? We're sneaking through, guys. I don't think the guards are gonna get us this time. Here's the gnome glider. The stalls, the various stalls. And this is a musician, I believe, that allowed you to refill your energy if you sat at him. The Alley M's market. Stalls. Houses. Boring stuff. Stuff like that. Nothing interesting. This one's empty. It has a bucket, though. These houses took forever to make. Because you can never get the paths right. Because of the way Runescape has curved blocks, there might be a path here. And there might also be a wall there, but I can't put a wall there if there's a path there. And it ran into many problems, so I just had to cry about it and get over it. That's someone's kebabs, and this is that smithy place. You would run between there and the bank, so let's go to the bank. This is the beautiful bank. Seems pretty empty, desolate. Any other word you want to use for empty? Nothing interesting. These are bank slots. Exactly. What do I have? Broke, just like on RuneScape. Here is that well. Oh wait, the boats. Something nobody gives a crap about. I believe this is what you took when you first went dungeoneering. You would get onto the boat, you would sail off into this land, and this land would grind up all the way until you got there. Then they have to refill it for every new visitor. Just shut up, I hear you saying. Just shut up and don't say anything else. Here is the castle area, where many early people in the game like to grind on the level 18 guards that were here. And it looks the same on both sides pretty much. And then here is that throne area where the king sat. Oh, I remember now. Alcarid. It only took me 6 minutes. I believe this gives a nice 3D view of what it would look like in first person. And I think this is the best looking place that I made. I believe this is also where I stored my treasure. Yes. My treasure. Oh wait. Now I just ruined it. It's not important. No! Screw it. So let's move on to the final area and the least complete. Oh wait, no, there's still some houses here. If you want to buy some armor, some crappy armor for a complete rip-off of like 4,000 GP for a pair of steel leg plates, this is where you can waste it, I suppose. I believe the best place to make was the duel arena, even though I never did it. Because the borders were too annoying to make. So I gave up. But you can sit at the opening and talk with your friends. It's currently unavailable right now, as said on the sign. Bank sale. I have not used that word in over a year. I'm amazed with myself. I believe there was a pond here, a tree in it. Oh, guards. Run. They're after us. I apologize, I have a stuffy nose. But you're gonna have to live with that too. Out of the way, pig. You wanna fight me? Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean to kill it. No. I'm sorry, pig. I'm sorry. There were some unicorns over here. Some bears. Pig's brother. My OCD made me make that small hole right there. And this one too, even though there's no point to it at all. Here's the mine. I seem to have lost my pickaxe. But I'm not going to break these. Because I don't wish to fill them in later. Now I'm going to have to go fix that. This was a terrible idea. What was I thinking? At least I have monsters off. We wouldn't want any creepers around here. Blowing up the land. Here is the gate. If you can call this a gate. And the final area of which we will be visiting. I don't think I missed anything. Here's the museum, which I had to lay out, and then I just kinda gave up. This is where I quit. Then I made the bank. Hello, little pig. The Baroque Bank. What a place to have it. What's the sign say? These are bank slots. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Striking again. And I bet you're mad because you can't get back there into these. Too bad you totally can because this is Minecraft. How do I? I have a secret message. And a bunch of gold blocks. And that's the great treasure. It's the great treasure of the Runescape map. Thank you for seeing what I have done. And I completely wasted my time on this because what has it achieved me in life? It has achieved me absolutely nothing. It has not got me a job. No one at McDonald's wants to hire me. Oh, my life sucks.